Hello, everyone. This is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
This is A-Game, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then bring your A-Game. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
Hello, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am, of course, your host, the Crimson Cure, and as usual, we're just going to jump right into the topic. So what I want to talk about today really briefly is Lizzo and her so-called oppression of big people. I'm going to go ahead and let me share my screen. I'm going to read a really quick article and we're going to talk about this article. Okay, so Lizzo explains how the body positivity movement aims to dismantle a system that oppresses fat people. Though Lizzo has been fairly inactive on her Twitter page over the last year, the singer has been using TikTok to connect with fans, give insight into her personal life, and use her platform to spread awareness about the body positivity movement. In the past, the singer has detailed how hateful comments have affected her body image, and now Lizzo shares what she believes is the real goal of the body positivity movement. Lizzo explains how the body positivity movement isn't just about body acceptance, but it also recognizes how some people can be discriminated against in healthcare and the workplace because of their size. Responding to a user who asked their followers if they would trade places with someone who was on the heavier side, Lizzo expanded on the question. If I asked you right now, have you been shamed? Yes, you've been through a lot. Yes, it sucks being a person in this society because we have to go through so much to love ourselves. But would you switch places with a fat person's body tomorrow? You would not, because you know there's a whole system that oppresses fat people that you do not experience, that you will never experience. So let's remember body positivity. Yes, we want to end harassment and shame, but we also are working to dismantle a system that oppresses fat people. Following up on the explainer, Lizzo responded to a user who commented that he would in fact opt to trade bodies with a larger person so that he could lose it all. Ain't nobody asked you if you could lose weight or not, Lizzo said. First of all, you're a man. Second off, you're genetically predisposed to be an athlete according to your effing name and your effing pick. So you have no idea how hard or how easy it is for any other body to do anything except for your effing body, the one you've been given. It's not just about food and intake. It's people like you that make people feel like sugar honey iced tea just for existing or for their genes. Okay. The first thing that I would like to say to that is knock it off. Now that we got that out of the way. Anyone who is overweight, excluding some medical condition where you can't regulate your weight or some extenuating circumstance, most people that are overweight can lose that weight. There's no such thing as you cannot lose a pound, okay? To say that big people are oppressed is very much an overreach. Can they be discriminated against? Yes, but that's no different than being discriminated against for anything. I've been discriminated against for being Muslim. I've been discriminated against for being Black. When I was heavier, I was discriminated against for that as well. I experienced, but more so than discrimination, especially when it came to weight, I just knew or recognized the limitation of my weight. I couldn't do certain things because you're too big. To say that there's oppression is just such a cop-out. It's really a cop-out. And then for her to kind of go in on the other person, talking about the body you've been given, and it's not just about food. It is. Like 90% of it is about food. And I hated that a lot of overweight people use the excuse, well, it's just your genes. And no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not just about your genes. Like I said, there is a small percentage of people who have medical conditions or some other condition where they can't really regulate their weight. I'm not talking about those people, but just your regular average American. The reason why we're overweight is because we eat the standard American diet. Too many carbs, too many refined sugars, too many refined salts, not enough healthy whole food. It's not organic. It's food substitute. We eat a lot of things that we can consume, but if you broke it down to the molecular level, it would not be considered food. That is why a lot of us are overweight. That's why a lot of people have cancers. That's why a lot of people have diabetes, kidney failure, and other types of diseases that actually are rooted in your diet. It's rooted in what you consume. It's easy to get into the headspace that I'm big and I'll never be small because I just can't seem to lose this weight. You just have to find out why you're big. To begin with, if you have emotional issues that are preventing you from really achieving your goal, you need to deal with that. This is how we deal with the health value, because a lot of times our physical health is tied with our mental and emotional health also. So a lot of times people who are overweight are using food as a coping mechanism. They're using food as a crutch. They're using food as something to emotionally soothe themselves. And what they have not done yet is to see to the underpinnings of why they're using food to address their emotional issues. Okay. And then try to resolve those emotional issues, and the food issue will resolve itself. Because then what you do is, once you get to a point where you see your emotional self differently, your relationship with food actually changes. So you stop using the food as a crutch. You stop using food as, something that makes you feel better when you're down, when you're sad, when you're mad, or whatever. Instead of coping with those emotions, you just go and eat your pint of ice cream and feel better. You know what I'm saying? It's easy when you're big to get into the mindset, but you have to break the mindset that's got you big. And then you have to deal with it. Once you've dealt with that obesity from an emotional standpoint, then you have the tools to deal with it from a physical standpoint, because you'll be able to sustain whatever new eating lifestyle and new exercise lifestyle you pick up, because you won't be falling back into the trap of why you emotionally eat. Okay. So I'm tired of the gene argument. I'm tired of, oh, it's just my gene, and people who are athletic are just predisposed. What about the people who were obese and then became more athletic? And this isn't to say everyone is going to be the same size, is going to have the same endurance, is going to have the same amount of strength, is going to have the same body shape. We already know that people are going to be different. We already know that. That's a given. However, you can't tell me that there's nothing you can do about being 350 pounds plus. You can't tell me. You can't tell me that that changing how you eat, how you relate to food, how you get your body moving doesn't change your body weight at all. That's nonsense. It's nonsense. And it's a cop-out. And this is coming from a woman who has spent the last better part of a decade obese. Not a little thick, not just a little big boned, obese. And I found a way to deal with why I was eating the way that I was eating, how to address that emotional underpinning, and then find a eating lifestyle. I don't even call them diets. Find an eating lifestyle. I chose the ketogenic lifestyle to address why you're big. What are you consuming that's got you gaining all of this weight? And how do you reverse that? And that's what I chose, and that's what I've been doing, and it's been working wonders. So all of the ladies who buy into that, don't buy into that. If you're overweight and you don't like the way that you feel, and you don't like the way that you look, and you don't like how you look in your clothes, and you don't like the limitations of being overweight, you can't go here and you can't do that, and you can't, whatever the case may be, there is a way to get healthier. There's always a way to get healthier. You do not have to be obese. You do not have to be severely overweight and unhealthy. You don't. Your body's just not designed to carry that much weight anyway. Our skeletal and muscular systems are only built so strong, and they're very durable, but you can't put 60, 100, 200, 300 more pounds on it extra. You have joint problems, you have digestive problems, you have skin problems, you have lymphatic problems. All types of different things come from being overweight. You do not have to live your life overweight. You just don't. There is a way, okay? Don't listen to the Lizzos of the world. She hasn't addressed her spiritual value, which is why she can't address her health value. And she's making excuses about it, instead of dealing with what's going on with herself emotionally and spiritually, and then her physical self will follow suit. Your physical health is a reflection of what's going on with you internally, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. We have to understand that, ladies. We have to accept that, okay? So I want everyone to sound off in the comments. Is it just about genes? Is Lizzo right? Are big people oppressed? Is there like a whole systematic thing to oppress big people? What do you think about her comments? And what do you think about obesity in general among women? Please sound off in the comments. Also, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey, guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.